All right, see you, Mo.
Later, Matt. Jesus, thank
God, dude. He's always here, like, setting stuff up.
He just, like, set stuff up. Like, he's, like, taking his time. He's trying to talk to us. And it's like, dude.
He's asking us about our day. Like,
yeah.
Come on, man.
I hate people that do that. Like, I walk in. I'm like, Matt, everything's set up, right? And he's like, I'm working on it, brother. But how are you doing?
And you're like,
I'm like, dude, shut up.
Dude.
Like, first off, make sure the lighting's right. And now, like, once this is done, get out.
God. Typical Matt, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys wouldn't understand.
Yeah,
like,
no.
It's so hard over here.
It's different when you're like, when you reach a certain level of fame. When you reach a certain level of fame, the peasants start to annoy you really bad.
Yeah. It's so bad, man.
But
he's like going home to take care of his dog.
Yeah.
Like, I thought you just bought dogs and let them do what they want.
That's what I do with my cat.
Yeah, I know.
And he's alive.
Oh, man. Welcome back to another Flycast where we...
Episode 100.
Love Matt. Episode, at least 155, something like that.
Yeah, let's make this clear, Matt. We appreciate you. The hard work doesn't go.
Someone's going to clip that whole intro bit and think it's real.
Well, the thing is, I know, obviously, Matt wouldn't see that and, like, be offended by it.
Yeah. He's editing it.
But
I can smell this. It smells very good.
You did get your smell back. What is this? Episode 159. Anyways,
my God, it
you
tastes
can
like
smell
cotton
now?
candy. What? Oh, well, it's berry blast.
So you've had that flavor before?
Yeah. When you can't taste, all the game fuels taste the same. So.
We've probably broken it down before.
Yeah, we've probably broken it down
But
many
I
times.
still don't get how you say you can't smell. I believe that.
Yeah. Wait.
I guess.
Okay. That was a question at some point? I finally believe that you can't smell. Knowing you for 6 years.
And then I saw you cry over smelling a candle.
Oh,
then I was like, you know what? Maybe
I did tear up.
He is telling the truth, isn't he?
I teared up in the candle, and Alexis and I went to a steakhouse one time.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
A candle?
Alexis and I went to a steakhouse one time when I could actually fully smell. Because that was the first time I got my smell back, was that candle. You hot? But Alexis and I went to a steakhouse, and I actually, like, the first time I ate a steak and could taste it in a decade, like, I literally, like, a tear fell down. Like, I literally cried.
But I just don't understand, because before you still ate, like, cheeseburgers. Like, how would you know it's good? Because I swear you'd be like, dude, Garibaldi cookies are like...
Dude, Garibaldi cookies.
Yeah.
But like, Garibaldi cookies
you didn't have taste or smell, so how did you know they were good?
You could taste the sweetness. You could taste the sweetness and
what is that?
And the gooiness of a Garibaldi's cookie is just my mouth's watering.
It's got to be more than texture, though.
Damn, Hex is going to Chicago tomorrow. We should just go to Garibaldi's.
What's he going for?
I'm not really sure.
Garibaldi's was amazing. What was?
But yeah, it's
Just because let's not get off this. Hold on.
Just because
we got to figure this out.
Just because you can taste and eat and
I'm
smell.
just wondering the sensation. You can't taste,
it's
can't
sweet,
smell.
Sweet, salty, sour, savory.
So if I poured salt and water, you would be able to tell?
I would be able to tell it's salty, yes. But so I could take if say I ate a bag of, or you gave me a bag of sweet Sour Patch Kids, I would eat every Sour Patch Kids and they would all taste the same. But they would all taste like a Sour Patch Kid.
Okay,
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like if I closed my eyes and you gave me a Game Fuel or a Pepsi, I'd be able to tell which one was Pepsi and which one was Game Fuel. But like now. Pepsi tastes completely different, or Game Fuel tastes completely different, because I can taste like the actual flavors of it, not just like the sweetness of a soda, if that makes sense.
It's hard to.
Next, like when you got COVID, right?
Oh, yeah.
Did you get the first one where you couldn't smell?
I didn't get any of that.
Next time you get like a cold or something, like, and you're like, oh man, I can't taste anything.
I feel like I never experienced that.
Really?
No.
It's kind of the same thing.
And I'm trying to think. I guess the Sour Patch example kind of makes sense because like I can taste between like a
watermelon and a sour apple.
Yeah, or whatever the hell the flavors are. And I can taste the difference between them, but if I couldn't taste the difference between them, what is that?
What is a Sour Patch?
Like, what would a plain Sour Patch taste like?
Not good. It doesn't taste like good. It just tastes like a Sour Patch. It tastes like sour, like a patch of sour.
But then, like burgers, like what do you taste in a burger?
Like the burger, but like but if you put like pepper jack cheese on it, it's like a spicy burger. Or if you put just ketchup on it, then like you could taste like the richness of the ketchup. Or if you put mayonnaise on it, you can taste like the creaminess of the mayonnaise. Have
you met people that have
no?
No,
I've met people at events that will be like, "Hey, I've got what you got," and I've also met people. One of my buddies, we probably talked about this, man, but one of my buddies, he's a photographer in esports. His name's Todd. He doesn't have a sense of smell, and he's never had a sense of smell. So
really?
So when he comes up to the first time he came up to me, and I didn't have a sense of smell at the time because I lost it at 18. And so when we were like 25, he was like, "Dude, I don't have a sense of smell either." I was like, "Oh, really?" And he was like,
"That was the first person ever?" Yeah,
it was the first person I had met that didn't have a sense of smell. And he was like, "Yeah, and I've never had it." I was like, "Oh, you like he was born without it." And he was like, "Yeah, people always say food doesn't taste, but I can taste the food." And I was like, no, you can't. And so for him,
he's saying he can still taste the food.
He can taste the food because you could still taste sweet, sour, salty, savory, spicy. You can taste those. That's how I like to explain it to people, which I came up with, by the way. So
I just don't know what
there.
Those even taste like without the food taste as well.
Plug your nose and drink something or eat something. But the thing is you're going to have to plug your nose for a long time because it's still going to... Hold on, let me try it.
I don't know if that works for me the same.
Yeah, that actually low-key works. Wait, that works perfectly.
Wait a second.
Dude, literally plug your nose...
I'm trying to Corona right now. I'm going to do it without the pluggy.
Yeah, without the plug. And then, but you have to plug your nose and drink. You have to plug your nose, and then the entire process until you swallow, you have to keep your nose plugged. That's kind of how it is.
Regular?
Yeah, let's see it.
No plug.
Tastes like beer. Tastes like trash. There it is. Now he's taking a swig with the plug nose.
I don't know if beer's a good example.
Yeah, beer might not be.
Beer
might not be.
Beer tastes like shit the
always.
Same piss regardless.
Yeah. It tastes bad always. Well, the next time you try something else, try that.
Like, you think if I took a bite of a burger with my nose?
Yeah, I think it would. I mean, it just worked. It just worked for me for this Game Fuel, which is a pretty like pungent flavor.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it is. How did we get on this again? It's definitely a weird thing.
Wait, how did we get on this?
I don't know.
Oh, you could smell the Game Fuel.
Oh, yeah. It was just random. We went to Tim the Tatman's tailgate party, which was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Did you go? You only went the second day, right?
Yeah, I went Sunday.
Yeah.
And then afterwards hit well, first off, let's start with Saturday. I didn't even experience the tailgate part of it, like in the football field or whatever. Yeah. Did you do all that Saturday?
Yeah. Went down to the field and like hung out and stuff like that. There was like a bunch of different booths. There was like some Fall Guys did some stuff, and then there's a Fortnite tournament going on, and yeah, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool, but the VIP lounge was just like all of Tim's friends.
Really?
Which I thought was.
Oh, you didn't really know was there not like a lot of
No, like all of Tim's like streamer friends, which is like, which is
yeah.
like why I feel like that was like the big pull was like, I was like, I knew a ton of people that were going, and I was like, oh, are you going? Are you have like a booth there? Like are you doing something on stage for Tim? And they were just like, nah, like everybody's just kind of going.
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
it was
cool.
crazy how literally people flew out. Just like they have their. I guess they don't necessarily play together all the time, but like they definitely support each other, and at least for Tim, I don't know if it'd be the same with anyone else, but Ninja, Dr. Lupo, Nick Merckx.
Yeah, it was the first time. So I think I met, well, not Nick, but I met like Marcel and Lupo and Ninja and that whole, and like Wildcat and all them. Like I met them during COVID. So I've never met them in person, but I've played like hours of video games with them. So that was really cool. I think that was like one of the first times in a while that like a lot of those guys have hung out together.
Yeah.
That like since COVID.
Dude.
Which is probably why so many people went.
Yeah. We'll get to Sunday in a second. But was Saturday just the event, and then when did that go till?
7.
And then did everyone just sort of leave after that?
I left.
Because when I heard the stories of APG and Karma,
apparently
I was like, damn, what happened? Like, I saw on like Hilton's IG story, like he's at a club at like 1 a.m. or something. So I'm like, oh, that must have been like where, go to the tailgate, go there afterwards. Everyone gets fucked up. But how were people getting fucked up at the tailgate? I
don't know. When I left, so that was the day before Damon's birthday.
Were they up in like the VIP area?
Yeah,
where there's free drinks?
Free. So there's no liquor on the field. For people, there's just beer available, beer and wine. And then in the lounge there was liquor, and it was like free liquor. Mm-hmm. So whenever you put free liquor around APG, he's gonna take advantage of it. Yeah. And
APG does turn up.
It was the day before Damon's birthday, or it was the night before Damon's birthday. So at midnight it was his birthday. So he just started drinking beers, like drinking a lot of beers. And when I left, I was like, because when Damon doesn't go out with Holly, it's like that's someone's job.
It's funny because when they do go out together, Holly's there because she has to be taking care of him.
Yeah, and it was the night before Damon's birthday, and I was like,
diet
starts. That's organic.
Low cal.
It's so hard to diet when you can eat.
Yeah. Anyways, well, we can get into that later because I'm not the fattest I've been, but I got my weight yesterday. I was pissed.
Really?
207.2.
Yeah, that's real big.
It is for like.
It is. Yeah.
I was literally 2 months ago. Literally 2 months and 1 week ago, I was 190. So in pretty much 2 months, I gained 17 pounds. Anyway, Saturday night, Damon, he's fucked up. We can get into that later.
Yeah, so I left, came back home to like stream because I didn't think anybody was going out or doing anything. Everybody was like, yeah, Sunday's the night that like there's an actual after party.
That's why I saved myself Saturday.
Yeah,
because I had a long night Friday.
I told people, I was like, you get me one day like a month.
Yeah.
Like I don't really like go out, but like when I do go out, I go out.
Yeah, you do.
But
every time you are very selective.
Yeah,
with like night. If it's like me, Paige, Matt, Roger, we're going to Concrete and we're gonna like just chill first. You're like no. But if it's like Scump's birthday party here at Concrete and it's like an event, then you'll go.
Like the whole crew's
you're definitely very selective. I don't think you do multiple days either.
No, couldn't do multiple days.
No. So Saturday wasn't your night.
But when I left, Damon had 2 bottles of beer in his hand.
And what time was this?
2 cups of beer. 7. It was when the event closed.
You probably got there like 5.
Yeah. And so I leave, and then the worst pit of anxiety text I could get I get a text at 11 from Holly and says, "Hey, you're still with Damon, right?" And I went, "Oh God." Like, yeah, his phone, I think his phone is dead. He's not picking up. And I was like, oh
shit.
no. So then I mean, he got home fine. He was hanging out with people and they just Ubered him home.
He was lost though. I heard.
Yeah, I heard he was really going through
forgot
it.
his address.
Yeah. Like I heard he had
Don't worry, Damon. No one's judging you.
I heard he had a good
those
time.
Nights. Yeah, he had a good time. Damon does have a good time sometimes.
Yeah. And then
it's not always gaming.
And then but yeah, apparently APG got really, really drunk too.
Yeah.
People were like, "Yeah, what happened with APG and Damon?" That's what people were talking about the next day. And I was like, I don't know. I went home.
Yeah, all I heard was like Damon forgot his address and APG was, I don't know if like anything specific, but APG was hammered.
What?
We had a photo shoot for merch yesterday, and I asked APG, I was like, "Yo, I heard you got fucked up." And he was like, "Yeah, but I got up and scrimmed the next day." And I was like, "You know what? All right, I mean, never mind then. Do your thing.
As long as you do you."
Because sometimes I couldn't do it. When I get hungover, like it's literally a day on the couch / bed. Like it's not a.
I think I'm the worst hungover person. I
think. Well,
I am so bad at hangovers.
Same,
dude. I drank.
I'm so bad. Like I get like shaky and like anxious and like I'm not answering my phone. Like I just literally curl up in a ball on my hangovers. I
don't know how I wasn't hungover on Monday. I got up, but it was one of those where I was like,
about that.
I was like still drunk when I went home. Like when I Ubered home, I was like still drunk, but like I stayed up, took a shower, chugged a bunch of water, ordered really shitty food, ate that. And then stayed up. And then I woke up the next morning at like 9 a.m. and I just went about my day. And I remember thinking like, damn, how am I doing this?
I'm going to tell you about my... All right,
Your Saturday or Sunday?
No, you did Sunday. Or Friday I went out. It was just... I drank too much.
Who'd you go out with on Friday?
Aaron and Mike. And then I met up with my new crush. But anyways, we'll get to that later. And I hate it. I haven't had a crush on a girl in like so long.
You hate that you have a crush? Why?
It's so stressful. You're like thinking about what you're texting, what she's texting, the time between texts. Are you going to meet? Oh, she's busy. She only fucking with me. She's going to like, we can get into that later.
Why is she busy? Who's she with?
Yeah.
Does she like me?
She thinks she's playing me. I'm about to play this bitch. I'm about to be petty as fuck if you ain't text me back. But anyways... So yeah, Friday met up with her. No, but went out drinking with them. Hungover Saturday. All y'all went to the tailgate, and I was like, nah, fuck that. I'm hungover. I'm not doing shit. Sunday comes. Hilton's hit me up. I'm like, yeah, just pick me up. He picks us all up. We go to the tailgate. Walk up to the VIP. Didn't even go to the tailgate section of it. But we were in like the lounge up top. They had free drinks right when I get there. We start drinking, blah, blah, blah. Meet some people. Fucking meet Daltouche.
It's my boy right there.
Yeah, I like him. He was in my, I streamed earlier today, and he came in my stream. I was like, I knew you were my guy.
That's my boy.
Yeah. No, he was funny. Like, I could tell, not right away, but like... I remember you came. I think we were like sort of talking for a little, and then you came over and like, yeah, this one.
I was like, y'all know each other?
And we were like, nope.
And y'all had like, been talking.
Well, it was like a circle of people, but yeah, we were talking a little bit. And he says his name, and I was like, I've heard of that because I'm not into Apex like that, but like I heard of this name. I'm like, you're like big or something, aren't you? Like, are you famous? I didn't know how big he was. I didn't know anything about him really.
That's so funny.
But anyways, pretty much like started hanging out with him for the evening. Tailgate or the Luke Bryan. Is that his name?
No.
Kane Brown.
Kane Brown. Yeah,
those are the only two country people I probably know.
That's so funny.
Kane Brown. He was performing. It was cool. It was funny seeing like Tim on stage with him and like seeing a whole little
The production was really funny.
Yeah. We got some drinks there. Go down to, what hotel was it?
The Omni?
Omni Bar. Still hanging out with Doll 2. She's getting us shots. We drank. Then we go to a little restaurant right beside there. Y'all get food, whatever. Then we go to Concrete Cowboy. And Tim bought the entire, like, night out.
Yeah.
Like, that's, like, Concrete Cowboy on Sunday nights still...
It's not...
Like, forget all the tailgate stuff. If it's just a regular Sunday night in... is it Frisco or Plano that it's
Frisco.
in? But if it's just a regular Sunday night in this area, like Concrete Cowboy's still pretty. It can be pretty popping.
Yeah.
So to rent that out, I don't know what the cost was. I don't know if like that Cowboys did it. I don't know the complexity. I don't know how it happened. But for one, he bought it out to where only like people he knew, and this is like one of the most popular clubs / bars in our area.
Yeah, it's like the go-to spot in that area.
In this area, if you're not going downtown, you're gonna be.
If you're not going to Dallas,
that's probably the next
Fort Worth,
best thing.
Yeah, you're going to.
But he buys out or rents the entire place to, I guess, where only people he knew or people that he trusted could invite their friends.
Right.
Whatever that costs, I don't know. That's got to be crazy to rent that out.
When we went up to the front, the guy that was at the front was like, "Hitch, I need your crew, and if any of them fuck up, it's on you."
Yeah.
And so I looked at.
You didn't know that guy at all, did you?
No, I knew him.
Okay.
He's that complexity guy.
Oh, okay.
So I turn around, and I'm like shuffling all you guys
like,
in.
1, 2,
I'm like, this
3.
is me. This is me. This is me.
7.
And
I look at 7 of
and
us.
I look at Classify, and Classify's right behind us, and I'm like, are you gonna fuck up? I don't know if I trust you to not fuck up. And then he was like, I got someone else that's going to get me in. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. He took all the weight off of me because I was the only one. Like, Classy was the only one that I like just met there. The rest of us had just been at dinner and everything.
Yeah.
And so like that's how the process was to get in. It's like he pretty much knew everyone in there, or a majority of people. Yeah. There were still people.
He had to either be told by I guess a content creator streamer that like this person's coming, they let him in, or he'd have to like recognize you.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, who are you with? But we get in there, I go to order a drink, I pull out my card, and she's like, oh no, it's open bar. I'm like, open bar? I'm like, how the fuck is Concrete Cowboy open bar?
Yeah, open bar.
Like how much? And there was like a decent amount of people in there as well. So that is crazy.
Yep.
Get some drinks, get some shots. I remember Sabas comes. He like randomly calls me and I'm like, oh shit, he probably needs help in or something. And I ran out there. He was like, Maniac, know these?
You know
I was
these
like,
guys?
Yes, these 3. Got them in. But so we're all in there. I guess everyone sort of knows each other. Or knows of each other. Walk in right away. Someone's like, yo, and like kind of daps me up. And I like kind of saw them, but it like took me like 5 seconds, and it was Nick Merckx.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck?
What the?
I was like, yo, what up, Nick? Appreciate you recognizing me. But yeah, saw Nick Merckx because I feel like I haven't seen him in fucking forever. Maybe at like a random event, but besides
that's
that,
the first time I've ever met Nick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I surely saw him at maybe a con event or something random like that. But before that, it was probably like an MLG Gears of War, Halo, Call of Duty event.
He comes up to me. He goes, yo, where's Jorge and Dickhead?
Jorge and Dickhead.
I told Blake that. I was like, yo, he said, where's Jorge and Dickhead?
That's fucking funny. That's fucking funny.
That shit's so good.
Yeah, so walk in, see Nick, get drinks. I'm trying to think if anyone else. Daltouche, still with Daltouche.
Yeah.
It's my guy at this
That's
point.
your
My
guy.
new best friend.
BFF.
New
Known each other
BFF
for an
at this
hour.
point. And then there's like, I guess all the big people.
It's correct.
We're in like the roped off section.
Yeah. So he bought out the bar.
Yeah.
And then there was a VIP section in the bar that he bought out. That
where all the tables are that people usually buy.
Yeah.
He just had all of them.
Yeah.
For
And
all of his
those were-
friends and those he knows.
So it's like him, Ninja, Cloak, Jordan Fisher, like
Yeah.
Jack. They were all over there.
Oh yeah, Jack as well. Saw him in the lounge.
Yeah.
Good seeing him again. Yeah, he was chilling with us a little bit. And then I saw Ninja. I was like, Ninja's here? What the fuck? And then I like go to, well, how I saw the ropes was, I was like, oh shit, Ninja's here. And I like went to say what's up to him. But then it's like, boom, rope.
The rope.
Rope security guy.
So now you're
and I was like, what the
Ninja.
fuck? Yeah, basically. Literally, I stood there for like 10 seconds and I was like, yo, Ninja, Ninja. And then he saw me. He's like, yeah, whatever. Whatever the hell. The security guy was like, okay, I guess you can come in.
That's so
Gives me like
funny.
a wristband. So I get in there with all the cool kids. Got nervous, you know. I was like,
Dude, it's so funny because we were like all hanging out together, like all that, like the OpTic squad, and like I was chilling with Jack at that point, and then I look over there because that's when I noticed that he had a VIP section. So I look over there and I see like Ninja and his wife, and they're like on the couch and stuff, and they're like, you know, partying, and then I look down and you're like. You're doing one of these.
No. I would be like uncomfortable, but I think at that point I was just like drunk.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't really care at that point.
That's so funny.
But said what's up to a few people. Then I met Tim for the first time. I was like, yo, bro, OpTic Maniac. Like, I don't know if you know me, but yeah, like, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I said. Probably fucked up everything. And he's like, holy shit, Maniac's a dumb fuck. But said what's up to him, met Tim, and then I sort of like headed out. But this whole time, still drinking, still getting drinks. I already drank a decent amount before I even got to Concrete. And then we're sitting there dancing, just, I don't know.
That's probably why I wasn't hungover.
We were probably the only ones dancing.
I didn't
as well.
stop dancing the whole time.
Yeah, you were dancing.
I was
hyping you up. I might have thrown a move or two. And then next thing I know, I was like, whoa, like, oh shit.
You got really drunk?
Yeah. I was like something, and it's crazy because I feel like I didn't drink that much compared to what I usually can drink. Something just like hit me different.
What?
And I don't know if it was because like I drank a lot. I think I drank a decent amount Thursday, then drank a lot Friday, then was hungover, then drank again Sunday.
Y'all didn't eat anything.
Yeah. And so my stomach was already fucked up from drinking like 2 days before. Didn't really eat that much. Yeah, I think I literally had a turkey sandwich that whole day.
I was like waiting for you guys to order food, and then Touche says, hey, can we get the check? And all we had ordered was appetizers. So I pounded all of the appetizers.
I had like two. It was actually like a turkey wrap and like half a chicken wrap before I went. But that's all I had all day. But yeah, I got one of those moments, which I haven't had in like a while, of like sort of getting the spins, and I'm like, oh, it's Uber time.
Yeah.
Didn't even like say, I don't even know if I said bye to anyone.
I didn't see you
I
leave.
think I like passed by Jukin or something as I was leaving. I was like, yo, I'm out. He was like, what? But I just like had the spins. And then I had like, this is the only time I wasn't even going to say this, but this is the only time this has ever happened to me, ever in my entire life of drinking. I went home and like I felt like a girl. I just like started crying. Why is that funny? You sicko?
Sorry. I thought, sorry.
All right, so I walk in, I'm stumbling, I'm like, I need food. So I order pizza. It took fucking 2 hours to get there. I ordered pizza and ice cream, one from a pizza place, and then I had them stop at 7-Eleven on the way to get ice cream. It literally took an hour and a half. I'm fucking flopping everywhere, laying on the floor with Junior. And I'm like, holy shit, like how the fuck? There was actually a point I'm like, did I get drugged? Well, I don't think I thought about that till the next day. But it was like, I haven't been this drunk in forever. And I didn't even feel like I like drank that much or that quick. But it just hit me like a ton of bricks. Walk in, and then I just like start crying. And I don't know why. I think I just like felt like a loser or something. I'm like, man, all I've done lately is like go out and like do this shit. And it's like, now I'm fucking drunk. Tomorrow I'm going to be hungover. I'm going to feel like shit. Not going to do anything. Not going to work out. Not going to be, I don't know. Everything like hit me at once.
Hit you at once.
But there's definitely some people that they get drunk and they can sort of change or like get moody, get angry, or be emotional. That has never happened to me ever. Like even the entire night I was in a good mood. Like I was having fun. cracking jokes, hanging, chilling. But it's like, I don't know, something hit me, I guess, when I got home, because maybe I realized how drunk I was. And I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, what have I been doing? This is such a fucking waste. Like, I'm not grinding towards nothing. I've gained weight. I'm fucking eating like shit. I'm just going out. It's like, this is fucking getting old. And I don't know. I had like literally like a mini breakdown.
Yeah.
But then my pizza came. My eyes are red as fuck from like crying. So I like put on sunglasses.
You're drinking.
I put on sunglasses. I fucking walked downstairs to get my pizza because my eyes are just bloodshot, and it was just like embarrassing. So I walked out at like 2 a.m. to get my pizza with sunglasses on and like a wife beater and fucking jeans or something. Get my pizza, get my ice cream, eat that. Then I think that's it. I passed out, woke up the next day hating life. Felt absolutely terrible.
Damn, the one day I go out, you have a breakdown, man.
Well, it was a good time before that.
It was a good time.
Well, even then, like, even after the breakdown, it was so weird because, like, it really... You know, I'm like an advocate, you know, mental health, blah, 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 all this shit. But it's like, I don't know what happened. It was the weird, like, I look back, it wasn't like an eye-opening event. It was like, I look back at it now and it's like kind of funny because it was so ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know what happened in like my brain chemistry.
I feel like,
but I just wanted to cry.
That's
so
what girls talk about all the time. They're like, yeah, I just had a mini breakdown.
And then they're like, after
and
that,
then
they're
like
good.
they feel better after.
And that is the first time in my entire life that has ever happened to me, especially from alcohol.
Yeah, that is.
It was totally.
See, if I have an emotional breakdown, it's life changing. Like that, like I am going to, I freak the fuck out for 2 hours, and then I like completely alter something that I've done in my life. Yeah, it's not like,
if I'm
like,
not on drugs, well, like when I was always crashing on Addy and Xans, like yeah, I'd cry and shit, but like there's definitely those certain breakdowns, especially now that I'm like not doing any of that stuff. Like if I get in those sad breakdowny moments or like start crying or it's like you know, something like that, it's like it definitely brings up like a bigger gives me like a realization of like, all right, you need to like, what the fuck are we gonna do? How are we gonna fix it? Like it's something has to change now. Yeah. But it was like what I had Sunday night was just like a total random like I felt like a girl. I was like, I got drunk, came home, and I just started crying.
Put the notebook on.
Yeah, like watch it. Literally, I just fucking, I don't know. It was different for me.
But you're kind of, I don't know what it is with me, but it's not like a manly thing because I'm not fucking manly at all. But like, I just hate crying. Like I genuinely
like crying.
I despise it.
I always cry.
I know. I cried like twice a year. Maybe even less.
Yeah, actually. I don't know. I like crying. I watch TikToks all the time and cry.
Really?
Yeah,
dude.
I'm not on drugs, not drinking, literally stone cold sober, doing all right.
Just cry.
And I'll like just starting. It'll be like a 5-second cry though. It'll be like a.
Dude, I would freak out.
And then I'll just like scroll to the next. Well, sometimes that happens, and I'm like, maybe something's going on here.
I suppress it.
I love crying though.
I suppress it so much, and I should just let it happen. But like, I don't know why I don't. Even like, because sometimes like I'll be watching something and like it's really sad, and I catch myself watching it, and I'm like, holy shit, like I could cry right now. But then I just
even if you're by yourself,
yeah, I just push it. I just push it down.
Yeah, if I'm by myself, I almost like encourage it and force it.
Really. Alexis gets mad at me. She's like, you never cry. And I'm like, yeah, I don't ever cry. I'm not.
Maybe the thing is, before 2020, when I went through all the crazy amount of Addy and Xans I did, before that, I felt like I wasn't a crier. Like, if you asked me when last time I cried, I'd be like, I don't know, like a year ago or something.
Yeah.
Or like a year or two. But then once I had that 1 year and I cried so fucking much, it turned into like an enjoyment for me. Like I used to.
Now it's like therapeutic.
I used to stop my like 90-hour session of gaming, completely crashing, haven't ate in like 3 days. Then I'd like lay down, get some food, and I would play sad music on purpose, or like songs that I relate to with like an ex. And I would just be like, oh, I miss it. Like, I don't fucking know. But I would just cry. And sometimes it would be the most intense, like, not an orgasm, but like a high. Like, I would cry so hard, it was like a high. And then ever since then, I feel like I'm a easy crier now. Depends on what it's for. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely feel like that opened up my crying. But now it's like it kind of feels good.
I've never heard of a crygasm before. It's a new one.
It's a fucking thing.
It's a thing?
Yeah. When I'm by myself, I let it happen. But it's literally like what I did before. Like it's a 5 second thing. Yeah. Next thing's Andrew Tate.
That's insane. Oh, that's insane. There was a the last time I like cried. I think the last time I cried was a Ted Lasso episode.
Mine'll be like animal TikToks or like.
Dude, there's actually something that makes me cry every time, but it's not a sad cry. It's like a happy, like an enjoyment cry, and not a happy cry like you know, your son came back from the military, and it's like it's not like that happy. It's like it happens. It happens whenever I see people.
Because that's what I would consider a happy cry, like videos like that.
Yeah. When I
think.
When I cry, this is so fucking nerdy, but like I cry whenever people get really happy about something they're super passionate about, and like so there was a compilation. This happened twice. There's a compilation where it was when Super Smash Bros. Ultimate was being announced, and there was like a Nintendo Con, and everybody. I watched a compilation of people reacting to it, and there's this really cool like trailer where there's like the Splatoon characters, and people are like, "Wait, what is it? It's Splatoon 2. They're announcing Splatoon 2." And then in the trailer it goes dark and the Splatoon character like turns around and it's this huge Super Smash Bros. Logo in fire. And that's how they announced it. And I would replay the moment where the character turns around and nerdy. See everyone's reaction.
That's a nerdgasm.
But it's, well, I guess this is also nerdy. It's not always video games. And I literally, there's a video out there where I watched it, and I would cry, I would tear up every single time someone reacted because it was such, I think it was more of like how well the announcement, but how good the announcement was. Because like whoever made the announcement has to feel amazing about that. But it also happens, there's a compilation video out there as well of this moment in the Avengers. And it's like this moment in the first like Avengers, like Thor comes down and like the music hit. Dun, 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 dun,
I'm not a big Avengers nerd, but
and then the compilation is from different movie theaters, and so you hear the music, and then you hear a crowd of people just screaming. Yeah. And every time I would watch it, I would tear. I would like genuinely want to cry.
Really?
So I don't know what the triggering moment is. It has to be like just people being happy. Yeah. I guess just complete like happiness. Like that makes me like emotional, I guess. Yeah. But that's like one of the only things.
I definitely can relate to being emotional from people being really passionate about something, and it's like you can tell like they worked on this, they're passionate about it. What was the TikTok I was gonna bring up? TikTok about
I cried when the OpTic Boys won. That was the last time I cried. I forgot I even did that.
Really?
Yeah. Seth gets that last kill, and it's on camera somewhere. I'm literally arm in arm with all the TST.
Oh, fucking the TikToks I watch. Have you ever seen the TikToks where someone like walks up to like a random girl or guy and like hands them a note, and then just like walks
Oh
away.
yeah.
Or like someone will walk up and just be like, how much was your gas? And they're like, oh, I could only put in $35. It's crazy. Or like something. They're like so innocent.
Yeah.
They're like, well, here you go. Gives them $200. And they're like, what? No. And then like the guy walks away and the camera's still on the girl. And they just like start
crying.
And I'm in my bed like, no, the same shit, fucking just crying with them.
That kind of stuff kind of gets me too.
Yeah, those kind of TikToks always get me. I need to get off TikTok. This shit's crazy,
dude. TikTok.
Does Andrew Tate? Do you know who Andrew Tate is? This would be great to put in our title because he is the most searched person ever, or not ever, but he's the most searched person in the world by far right now. But have you seen any of his shit?
Yeah.
What do you think of him?
I think it's fucking
stupid. Really?
You
don't think he has good points?
You probably eat that shit up.
Yeah.
I know you do.
He had a vlog.
It's like if you take all the memeable aspects of Joe Rogan and just make it a person. That's what I think.
Okay. Well,
that's kind of how I think.
Like he's obviously super popular from all these like podcasts he's been on where he like there's podcasts. I feel like some of the most hated is from when I think it's called Fresh and Fit, where it's like these two guys and then they have one guest and then they're like surrounded by girls. Like these girls that they're flying out. They're just hearing them talk, it's like they're those kind of girls to where it's just I don't know. I don't want to shit on them too much.
Okay. I get what you're saying though.
But like he'll sit in front of them and just basically almost call them out for just like not giving a guy anything. It's like he gives you money and it's like, yeah, and all you're giving him is sex. You have no personality, and he like says all this shit to them.
Like to their face.
And I think that's where he got hated from. Well, no, I don't know. Every video you can
every video is some sort of sexist thing.
Every video there's something. And he always tries to use this like traditional aspect to where it's like, no, it was always the man had one wife or the wife had one man and the man had multiple wives if he chose to. And it's always been like that. It's the Western culture that has you.
Of the world,
it's the Matrix. You're stuck in the Matrix. Where was I going with this?
But he's also like super like you gotta make sure you do push-ups and shit.
Yeah. But he also like people always think he's just shitting on women, and I can tell you, I think he does have like one girlfriend, kind of sleeps with other girls if he wants, and I think it's just like a don't ask, don't tell over there. Personally, I could never do that. I wouldn't want to do traditional or the traditional everywhere else to where it's like you can have multiple wives.
Like, you want to be polyamorous, I think is what it's called.
Where you can
you have multiple
fuck other people.
Yeah, or you have an open relationship.
I don't think I'd want to, because I would just feel like
when I was single, I was like, I think I could be in an open relationship. I think I could be like polyamorous. But then when I get in a relationship, I'm like, absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
Absolutely not.
No. And I even over this past year, like if I like talk to people and we're talking about relationships, and I'm like, I pretty much say like jokingly, but I'm like, nah, I'm just being a whore. Like I really don't want a relationship. Like I'm gonna be honest, it's stressful as fuck. Like, but then like even just recently talking to a girl that I may like, I don't fucking know, it's way too early, but it's like I'm starting to remember what jealousy is.
Dude, it's real.
And it's like, even if the girl was like, fine, go do whatever, go fuck whatever you want, whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like deep down they're not okay with that. And it's like, even if I did go fuck other girls, I know in her head she's like kind of losing respect for me for that. And it's like, then when she's out in public, she's probably like, my fucking shit ass husband, I'd fuck the shit out of this fucking guy. And it's like, that's just what I would think in my head. But it's like, if I'm with a girl, I want to be like, listen, I'm 100% down for you if you're 100% down for me. No questions about it.
Right.
Never would cheat. And I've told every girlfriend I've ever been with is like, cheating is not even an option.
Right.
Would never happen. And it's not even to like save your feelings. It's that I could not live with that.
You
like
could not. Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to live with that. Like I would just feel like the biggest piece of shit. It's just like, I don't know. I think it just like shows sort of something about like just your character in general and your morals and possibly your fucking intelligence, just to like fuck something up just because like you couldn't control yourself that much. Like you had to go like cheat and have sex with this person. Like you really don't, you have that little of control. But I mean, like there's plenty of stuff I don't have control about. But anyways, Andrew Tate gets hated for like all this shit. And I enjoy watching his stuff. It's entertaining. And it's not always it's not always about women either. He has so many good points about just men trying like how to stop being a depressed loser, how to stop being a fucking loser. Like, yes, you're sad. Go to work and be sad, but don't fucking stay home unemployed and be a sad depressed loser. Like,
I mean, if
get
it's
up,
working,
go to the gym, go be sad at the gym. Fine, it's okay. Go be sad, go be depressed, but go be sad and depressed at the gym. Go be sad and depressed at work. Go be sad and depressed trying to start something new and be better.
I mean, if it's working in that sense for guys, then like hell yeah, cool. But I don't want. What I worry about is like the internet is so ridiculous, man. Like it reaches so many people. So like you take. I'm thinking about me when I was 16 or 15 and like all the shit that like I would just regurgitate. Like I would hear.
Yeah, it could definitely spark some
I would hear my soccer team
in the youngins.
Yeah. I would hear my soccer team, or I'd hear whatever I was watching on TV, or I guess at the time Dane Cook special, or whatever my dad was saying, or like whatever I would hear at church, or whatever I would hear at school. Like, and I would just like I didn't really have my own thoughts like at 14, 15, 16, 17 even, and then like. So I'm just everything that's coming out of my mouth really is like basically a regurgitated thought of what I've heard. So like I think about like if you come up to me when I'm 14, which is a lot of people that like somehow Tate has made it to Twitch and like TikTok and stuff.
Aiden Ross,
like
XQC.
Right. Like 13, 14-year-old kids are watching these. It's like if I was 13, 14 and I heard that, I'd be like, yeah.
Who knows where that takes your brain.
Like I need to be a man and I need to have 9 wives and the wives need to worship me. That's kind of how that's maybe not what he's saying. I don't really know.
Yeah.
But like I'm sure that's what's happening.
It's definitely because he'll sort of say it like that at times.
Yeah.
But then he'll also break it down like way more articulately than that, to where it's not just like.
And he's a kickboxer,
like he always
right?
said, yeah, he's like a 4-time kickbox world champion, top G.
He's definitely, dude. He definitely, his flow of consciousness. He never stumbles when he talks.
It's insane. It might be the best I've ever seen.
It's like psychotic.
Like, do you know? Like Joe Rogan's pretty good. I'm trying to think of people that are like pretty good with arguing. They always have valid points. Never really have to go back on anything they say. Like Joe Rogan's one of them. Ben Shapiro, or I forget his fucking name's one of them. But there's only a few of them. But he is one of the greatest talkers I've ever seen. And he's so smart.
Let's see a Ben Shapiro, Andrew Tate debate.
That's literally what I said on stream today.
Did you?
I was like seeing him argue, like he did a stream with Aiden Ross, and I was, Aiden Ross is just like happy to be there.
Yeah.
Then XQC comes on and XQC tries arguing with him, and it was like XQC sort of embarrassed himself, and it's like anything he had to say, Andrew Tate has this like thought out 45-second articulate breaking down every single thing sort of response.
See, I could never debate. I would lose.
Same.
I would lose every debate.
Yes. That's why I stay out of controversy. I don't even want to argue. I'm not even good at arguing. I will like talk shit and then it's over for me. I can't sit there and argue.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I stay out of everything.
Yeah. Like even if I'm like out somewhere or like something happens, I feel disrespected. It's like I'll be like, yo, what the fuck? Like, no, I'm not fucking like I'm
not arguing.
Yeah, I'm not fucking. I'm out of here. Fuck you. But I will not sit there and argue with it. I'm so bad.
I'm so bad.
If I have no confidence.
Somebody could come up to me and like, the world is flat. And I'd be like, no, it's not. It's round. And they'd be like, but in this geography, and I'd be like, all right, yeah. No, it's probably flat. No, you're probably right. It's probably flat.
To be honest, I don't know. I don't know, man. You might be right. But yeah, I'm glad you're on the same page as that because it gives me anxiety seeing how good he is at arguing,
and then thinking about trying to counter it.
And it's always like I kind of want to meet this guy, just because I've seen all of the famous podcasts, all of his speeches, all of his interviews, but I've also watched. He had a vlog series, and it had like I think almost like 130 episodes, and then it randomly got deleted like a week ago because I was like went to show my stream like. I was like, what do you guys think of Andrew Tate? They're like, fuck him and all this shit. I'm like, okay, like I get it, and you might hate him, whatever. But let me show you his vlogs. Like, it's actually like kind of funny, and they were all gone. But I have probably watched 100 episodes of his vlogs.
Are you serious?
It's insane. And it's because his vlogs, the way he talks on these interviews and stuff, he'll still say the same things, but he does it in such a more... He does it in such a charming, funny, like pretty much all they do is like party with women, go to clubs, drive fast cars. At least this is what they show in the vlog.
Yeah.
And drink alcohol. And it's just like, it's actually fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And like their cousin is a younger, but like you can tell he's innocent. Like but he still sort of gets along with them. And it's like, it's kind of fucking funny. But it was just like a different side of him that I feel like people don't see. But it was like, I don't know, some of my favorite vlogs I've watched because it was just like so interesting. They'll randomly go into rants.
I think it's entertaining. I do think it's entertaining because have you seen him call out Jake Paul?
Yeah.
It's like Jake Paul, and then it's just a rant for 5 minutes.
He's so good.
He's so good at talking. He is really good at talking. And he's like, I've had a break and all I've been doing is working out and fucking bitches and drinking
vodka.
Yeah. And I'm just like, dude.
He was like,
it just seems like,
but I'll train for 2 weeks and come fight you.
It seems like
he's the fuck out.
It seems like he's always. It seems like 100% of the time he is cosplaying a douchebag. But like I at first first few times I saw like short form content of him or like YouTube videos, I thought it was a character. Like I thought it was like Riff Raffish or Theo Vaughnish.
His demeanor is a character. Like, but everything he says, he actually does mean. But he says when he's on these episodes, he says it in a
like a crazy way.
Yeah, his like I don't know what the fuck's the word, like his tenacity or his. Just the way he delivers it. This is why I can't argue. My vocabulary is like not there. I'm trying to find the right words to call him. But like, yes, his delivery is abrasive. He's very like aggressive but I can see why that's off-putting because that's like, who the fuck wants to be around this guy? But when you like watch his vlogs, it's like it's not like that. Like if he gets asked questions by a random, like a stewardess or just some random person, he's at a restaurant, the way he talks to these people is like so polite. He's like, thank you very much, thank you. He's never rude to like what he would call peasants. He's never rude to them. He's never fucking rude to them. He's always so polite. Like when he's out with friends, it's like always so fun and joking. They have fun, and it's sort of like a totally different thing. But he still, I guess, stands on his points. But I can easily see why he's hated.
Yeah.
Some of his points I agree with, some I don't, because I don't think I could ever do the multiple women and she caters to me only. It's like, nah, I want my woman to have her own thing, stay busy, leave me alone for a little bit. Like, don't live your life for me. So yeah, we definitely disagree on that. I know you gotta go somewhere. What are we at?
No, we got a few more minutes.
I'm about to piss my pants.
Oh, okay. then we can call it.
Unless you got something to say.
You have to go back to watching your Andrew Tate videos.
They're gone now.
Oh, fuck.
So unless he pops up on my TikTok, I've seen everything.
Damn it, man.
Everything.
I was going to go watch all of them.
It's been insane how much I've watched them.
All right. Well, have you guys ever watched?
Yes. Yes.
Andrew
Let's
Tate?
get the comments. The comments
Yeah,
will be
the
gone for
comments.
this. Yeah, what do you guys think about Andrew Tate? I get it. You might like him, you might not like him. If you like him, why do you like him? If you dislike him, why do you dislike him? If you dislike him for his character, but you understand, if you dislike his demeanor, but you understand what he's saying, what is it that you understand? Or if you like him, what do you also dislike about him? I don't know. You guys figure it out. Do we have any outro music? I can't argue. This is what I was saying.